Hey guys, it's me, Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. How are you doing today? Today we're going to talk about our favorite subject, which is sales. All right. We got a cool topic for ourselves today, so let's go ahead and dive right on into it. What is our cool topic for today? Our cool topic for today is selling. Who are you? What are you doing? I mean, what is it really like to be as a salesperson? What is it really like to be as a salesperson? I'm going to tell the truth, okay, guys? I love it. I'm not going to tell you it's easy. I'm going to tell you it's pretty freaking hard, man. Why do I like it? Why do I want to be in it? I like being in the midst of action. I love seeing adventure. I like to talk to lots of different people. I like to act a little bit. I like to sell. I love talking to people. I love sharing my feelings. I love listening to customers. I love watching customers, just interact. I love watching salespeople with customers, and it just goes on and on and on. I just love it. I've been watching, stuff like Zig Ziglar, Brian Tracy, Tom Hopkins, Belford, Cardone. I mean, there's so many of them. And me, Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. Why do I like to sell? Why am I selling? Or what is it really like? It can be crazy sometimes, guys. It can be really tough. It can be overwhelming. And see, here's the thing. A lot of times people want to be successful without putting in all before putting in all the hard work. And I've had to learn that you've got to put a lot of hard work into being successful. And a lot of times you don't make no money because you're like thinking, wow, what do you mean? Why ain't I making money? Because you're putting yourself in an environment where people can buy. You're promoting yourself. You're marketing yourself. What is it like to be as a salesperson? For some people, they're pretty comfortable in front of people, but when you put them in front of a camera, oh crap, some people, they lose it. They don't even know what to do. So what is it like for me as a salesperson? Well, I like to talk to people. I really enjoy marketing. I love teaching. I like talking about features and benefits, what's in it for the customer. I love to, just interact. I like to make money. We make this thing called commission. It's a magic thing because they pay us based on our performance. But sometimes I'm in real estate, guys. I sell full services, motors, heaters, equipment, insurance. I got all kinds of hats that I wear. But it's so weird that, that it's like my life it's busy. It's busy. I like being busy. What is it like to be a salesperson? If you're wanting to be successful, you got to be busy. You got to be out there in the market. You got to be talking to people. You got to be shaking the trees. I mean, I've already went to a bunch of hotels today, knocking on doors and meeting people, building relationships, putting stuff in the pipeline. And if you don't get out there and do something, nothing gets done. It's weird, man. It's like if you don't knock on those doors, if you're selling door to door, you're not going to make no money. I get the capability to go out and see people because with the kind of business I'm in, I'm out and about all over Jacksonville, Florida. I see a lot of different people. I'm able to wear different hats, and I'm okay with that. Some people, they can only wear one hat. They got one product. But I've been in sales a long time. So the thing is I like to make money, and I like to have money coming in all the time. So what is it really like to be as a salesperson? It can be scary, guys. It can be exhilarating. If you get lucky, you get hooked up with the right people who are smart, who can teach you the fundamentals, the basics, how to have a selling conversation, how to get your feet wet. They'll walk you through the process and they'll teach you the fundamentals of selling. But if you don't get the basics, fundamentals, it can be kind of scary, especially if you don't know much about your product. But a lot of times when you put yourself in the mix and you're excited, you have this enthusiasm about your product, people are more inclined to want to purchase from you. So if that's the case, then, you got to put on a happy face. You got to smile. And sometimes it's really tough, guys. Sometimes it can be so hard to be a salesman. It can be rough because we work on, like I said, commission. So if you don't sell anything, you don't make nothing. And a lot of times you have to put in a lot of work, a lot of effort to make this money. But what I like about it is you can make a lot of money. You can make quite a bit, and you can enjoy your life, and your life will be it's adventurous. But you better plan for a rainy day, because sometimes companies go out of business, and sometimes, you may want to buy a whole bunch of nice, neat, cool things, but you better make sure that you got reserves, money in the reserves, so that way when you go to sell something, you're not feeling desperate and all that kind of stuff. Because once you start feeling desperate and trying to sell something, it's kind of hard to sell. And I've been there and I've done that, and I've written that bad check. So what I'm sharing with you guys is just reality. What is it like to be a salesperson? It's fun, it's scary, it's exciting, it's adventurous. I mean, I go all over the place. I go and see all different types of people. But for some people, they like a box store. They like to stay in one place. So they've got a lot of different places where you can sell. But I'm one of these kind of people who don't like to sit at a desk too much. So my office is in my car. I'm out and about today. Why don't you be my neighbor? What is it like to be a salesperson? Oh man, it's got a lot of stuff, a lot of feelings, a lot of ups and downs. I mean, it's crazy, man. Some days you'll be like on top of the world. Next day you'll be like, man, what happened? I thought I was the greatest thing since sliced bread. And then you come to find out, well, it's a selling cycle. It's where all the finance go, where all the customers go. That's you guys. We got to go out there and cultivate customers. We've got to market ourselves. We got to get excited. We got to tell people about what we do. And that's what I do. I'm on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I'm on live on a lot of stuff. I love to be creative. I love to make videos. I like to make money. But people say, oh, you do a lot of stuff. Man, I'm not rich. So I'm trying to get there. I want to make some money, honey. So you're probably like me. Like I said, guys, you need to get your basics, your fundamentals. You need to go ahead and read, study the craft of sales. It's tough. It ain't easy. It's really tough, guys. It can be really, really cool, but you need to learn your product. You need to learn to overcome objections. You need to overcome fear, and you need to listen to your customers. That was the hardest thing for me to learn when I was starting in sales, is to listen to the customer. Because if you do, they'll pretty much tell you what their hot buttons are, or what's their interest, and then all you have to do is just help them get it. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. Today we had a wonderful time talking about what is it really like to be as a salesperson. I can say ebb and flow, good days and bad days. Some companies that you think will be in business forever won't be. So you glean as much great information from each sales opportunity. And when you become your own boss, your own business owner, your own sell yourself, you'll be well-rounded. Again, you got to see some negative stuff. You got to see some bad stuff. You got to see some failure. You got to see some success if you want to be a successful salesperson. And a lot of times, selling, it's tough, man. It's rough. And I'm going to tell you what, sometimes you don't sell nothing for a while, and it makes you feel all weird inside in your head, and you're like, I feel scared. And then some people drink, some people do whatever they do to compensate. And I ain't never going to say I'm perfect. Heck, I'm telling the truth. I've had feelings. We have feelings, okay? But remember, you're a salesperson, so what we do is we make the world go around. So if you're wanting to be successful in life, you have to think outside the box. You've got to be creative. You've got to be mindful of yourself, man, and just take a deep breath. Share your negative feelings, bad feelings, get that crap out, put on another smile, put on another face, and remember, tomorrow's a different day. What is it like to be as a salesperson? It's nuts, man. I love it. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the warts and all. So I hope you got a little bit out of it. And remember, you're important and you matter. Give yourself a break. Build yourself up. I like myself. I'm a great salesman. And yes, you are. And tell yourself that. Do your study. Do your due diligence. I'm still studying, guys. I'm still working. I love selling, okay? So do me a favor. Go out there and sell something. But if you ain't asking for the order, you ain't selling. And today, we just had a simple conversation talking about what it's like to be a salesman. Well, there's a whole lot of stuff to learn. And once you learn it, boy, you can make some real money, honey. Okay? All right.